something crazy dawned on me today. I was out on a run and I was really analyzing what was going to happen over this next quarter as I saw rates trick up yesterday and today. And to the point where I called one of my fellow buddies, loan officer, actually a competitor. Why am I helping him? No, I love people who are loan officers because y'all grinders. And I just said, hey, lock your pipeline, dog, because rates are gonna go up over this week. So, anyways, it dawned on me where, like, what's gonna happen. Like, I had such clarity on where home prices were likely to go over the next Q4 and into 2022 and 2023 potentially. And I think I have a good baseline for my argument. I stole this. First off, I stole the base of my argument from Peter Schiff, who is just an amazing financial planner. And like, he did Occupy Wall Street, where he like stood on Wall Street and combated all the anti-capitalist, right? So he's a great listen. But in one of his podcasts, he talked about why universities are so expensive. And at the time, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. His theory was that universities became as expensive as they are today because there's more money available for students. And so what he's explaining is that you can go to university now, right? You can't work a summer job and pay for university. That's out of the fucking question. That's just not happening anymore. So what do? You borrow money. I borrowed almost 80 grand. I think I still have like 40 grand left in student loans. And they give these 18-year-old kids the ability to borrow 30 grand a year. By the time they're 22, they're graduating that are positioned in a job where they're going to make 50 grand. They're in debt 120 grand. And while that sucks, and I can argue with anybody who wants to argue on that opinion, that's not what this video is about. This video is about home prices. But it's the allocation of money. Because the universities knew that the students had access to capital that at one time they may not have, they were able to raise prices. If you have a pool of money that you can grab, right? You're probably gonna go buy something that meets how much money you were able to grab. And so universities went up. And that's proof in the pudding. In my career, I've seen loan limits go up and up and up and up. That's cool. I love that. Let's keep doing that. Right? It's good for me. But what does that do to home prices? Raises them. Remember, the loan limits, conventional loan limits, were at 424 when I started. 424,000, which means if you're in a county like where I live in Riverside County, you couldn't get a 5% or a 3.5% down payment loan on a $500,000 home. So where were home prices? Right at about 400 G's, 300 G's. Because you couldn't get money. So you couldn't sell. Look at houses that are stuck on the market right now. Just to use my area, you have a house at 700 G's right now. It's probably been stuck for a bit. There's exceptions, right? But for the most part, they've been fucking stuck. Right? 6 months ago, there would have been 16 offers on them. But now that the market's tailoring off, and the people who are getting the home loans, the people who are buying are the people that couldn't get their offer accepted because they couldn't bridge appraisal gaps. Now that those people are out shopping, they're still stuck. But you got a house that's 500 G's, right? Loan limits today are 548. So you got a house that's around 560, 570. Got to line out the door. You have 20 offers. But as soon as you hit maybe 650, 700, where you can't, it's not as easy to get a loan because you have a bigger down payment requirement. The house is going to sit. There's less demand. Well, we're only a few days away from Fannie and Freddie and HUD announcing the new loan limits for 2022. When we had a market appreciate the way it did last year, what are they going to do? They're going to raise the fucking loan limits. By a lot. Probably like $100,000 this year. I'll be shocked if we're under 625. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. You're going to see loan limits go up. And what's house pricing going to do? They're going to go up. Because those homes that were $600,000, that were $700,000, that were sitting, now you have more access to capital. Now buyers who had good cash flow but were cash broke, just a ton of Americans, a ton of millennials, because we get good jobs but we can't save money. Those houses now you're gonna have a line out the door if you're at 625. If your house right now is valued $600,000, hold. Because in about 6 months that house is gonna be worth $7. Your house is worth $700 right now and it's not selling, hold. Because once those loan limits go up, that's a whole new set of buyers. Supply for buyers, the demand for your house, all goes up. So what are home prices going to do? Probably going to go up. And why? Because just like universities went up, when students got access to capital, home buyers are going to have access to more capital, and therefore, home prices are going to climb. Y'all want to argue with me? Holler at your boy. Peace, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Let's get after it. Let's kill it. And let's do something special because we got to change lives today. Let's go.